Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today we will lose ourselves in War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. War and Peace, first published in 1869, is an epic novel written by Russian author Leo Tolstoy. Set against the backdrop of the Napoleonic Wars, this masterpiece blends historical fact with fiction, exploring the impact of war on Russian society. The novel follows several aristocratic families as they navigate personal struggles and broader societal changes during a time of conflict. Tolstoy's work is often praised for its complex characters, its philosophical depth, and its realistic portrayal of history, making it one of the greatest achievements in world literature. Plot summary. In the year 1805, in St. Petersburg, Russia, the elegant Anna Pavlovna hosts a grand soiree for the Russian aristocracy. Among the notable guests are Prince Vasily Kuragin and his children, the beautiful but cold Helene and her foolish brother, Anatole. Another visitor is Pierre Bezukhov, an awkward, idealistic young man who has recently returned from his studies abroad. Pierre, the illegitimate son of Count Bezukhov, stands to inherit a vast fortune. Though well-meaning, Pierre is easily swayed by others and struggles to find his place in society. At the same time, Prince Andrei Bolkonsky, disillusioned with his life of privilege, prepares to leave for war. He hopes the battlefield will provide an escape from the emptiness he feels, especially in his marriage to the delicate Lise, who is pregnant with their first child. Andrei's hopes for glory and meaning are tightly bound to his service under General Kutuzov as Russia begins its conflict with Napoleon Bonaparte. In Moscow, the lively and romantic Natasha Rostova grows up in the warmth of her close-knit family. Her father, Count Rostov, is a generous, well-meaning man whose financial mismanagement plunges the family into increasing debt. The Rostovs, with their joy for life, contrast sharply with the rigid Bolkonskys. Natasha's exuberance and youthful innocence capture the attention of many, including Andrei, whom she meets after his wife Lise tragically dies in childbirth. Andrei, rejuvenated by Natasha's vitality, falls deeply in love with her and proposes marriage. However, they agree to wait a year before marrying, as Andrei wishes to travel and heal from his past grief. During this time, Pierre, now Count Bezukhov after his father's death, inherits his vast fortune and is thrust into the center of Russian high society. He marries Helene, despite his misgivings, and quickly finds himself trapped in an empty, loveless union. His wife's infidelities and his own moral confusion lead him to seek solace in Freemasonry, hoping the secret society will provide answers to the spiritual questions that haunt him. Yet even there, Pierre struggles to find lasting meaning, and his search for purpose becomes more desperate as time goes on. Meanwhile, as Andrei embarks on his journey of personal growth, Natasha's innocence is put to the test. She meets Anatole Kuragin, who immediately sets his sights on her. Unbeknownst to Natasha, Anatole is already married, but his charm and boldness overwhelm her. He seduces her into an elopement, shattering her engagement to Andrei. When the scheme is discovered, Natasha's reputation is tarnished, and she falls into despair. Andrei, heartbroken and disillusioned once more, breaks off their engagement and retreats further into himself. As Russia is plunged deeper into war, Napoleon invades the country, leading to the catastrophic Battle of Borodino. Andrei, now a seasoned officer, is gravely wounded on the battlefield. He reflects on his life, his lost love, and the futility of human ambition as he faces death. Meanwhile, Pierre, drawn by a sense of duty and fate, witnesses the horrors of war firsthand, including the burning of Moscow as the French advance. As the city falls, Pierre's idealism leads him to a mad plan to assassinate Napoleon, though he ultimately fails and is captured by the French army. During his captivity, Pierre endures great suffering but also experiences profound spiritual revelations. Stripped of his wealth and societal status, he discovers a newfound sense of freedom and clarity. His friendship with a fellow prisoner, Platon Karateev, a simple peasant who accepts life's hardships with grace, profoundly changes Pierre's outlook. He begins to understand the importance of human connection, kindness, and the inevitability of fate. In the end, Pierre finds a sense of peace in his suffering and comes to believe in the divine plan that governs all things. As Napoleon's army retreats from Russia in defeat, the tide of war turns. Pierre is eventually liberated, and the Rostovs, who have suffered their own tragedies, come together once again. Natasha, having cared for Andrei in his final days before his death from his wounds, has matured into a woman of quiet strength. The devastation she endured has given her a deeper understanding of love, life, and loss. Her former innocence has been replaced by a more profound compassion and resilience. In the aftermath of the war, Pierre returns to Moscow, forever changed by his experiences. He reconnects with Natasha, and the two, having both suffered and grown, find solace in each other. Their union represents a new beginning, one rooted not in youthful passion, but in a shared understanding of life's complexities and a commitment to mutual love and respect. As Russia rebuilds, the survivors of the conflict reflect on the lessons of war and peace. The grand dreams of glory, power, and conquest have faded, replaced by an understanding of the simple, enduring values of family, love, and faith. Life moves forward, not with the grandeur of historic battles, but with the quiet, steady rhythms of everyday existence. Through the lives of Pierre, Natasha, and the others, it becomes clear that true peace is found not in the absence of conflict, but in the acceptance of life's challenges and the pursuit of inner harmony. This was just one story. Leo Tolstoy has plenty more for you to discover. Check them out in the description or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Leo Tolstoy's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.